Cyrus was a man of love. Cyrus loved the church. So let us send him off with decorum, culture, and civility. Cyrus has a long history, so I want to call upon his friends who are with him when he started his political career. And there are two gentlemen here. Please come to the stage, Kigan Kirgit and Honorable Kim Kum. You have 2 minutes each. Kim Kum.
Good morning, Church. As you have heard, Cyrus was everything to almost everybody. I want to wake up former YK. If you are there, just wake up and wave. Yeah, I'm seeing Amayo. Yeah, there are many. Thank you. Those are the few that we are still surviving. Most of us have also gone, but we thank God. Cyrus, we met with him in 1989, and to date, I think if you go by numbers, it's over 36 years, and we have been together. And the more we knew, or we came together as a group, and he treated us like his brothers and sisters. And all that time, we have never, or he has never forsaken any of us. We have been together through high and low, and he has never said we are low. He is always a man who gives us hope. Whenever some of us are lost, he says, we are reaching there. We are reaching there. Up to the last minute. On Thursday, I talked to him, and we were supposed to meet with him on Friday, the other week. I don't know what happened, we didn't talk. Then I said, let me not talk to him today. I will talk to him on Saturday. We normally go for Kukula Mara, somewhere in Garen. So, reaching morning, instead of now waking up, I'm seeing 20 calls. What's happening with your friend? The first person I remembered was Amayo. I called him, he told me, yes, it is true. And he was on his way to Naivasha. We were all shattered. The whole country was shaken. And here we are. Our brother is here. We want to thank God. Maybe this was his day, because they say it is only him who knows when we are going. He has gone before us. I want to tell our brother, please go and prepare, and as you wait for us. Thank you, and God bless you.
Good morning, Church. Mine will be brief because it's really very difficult to talk about CJ. He was part of my life in politics, and we had very deep personal relationship. But so I'll just read, because I have so many things to say. If I wanted to say something, it'll take the whole day. So I'll read. You were a friend in the truest sense of the word. You called me Kimboy, a name that spoke of familiarity and shared history. You are warm, generous, and disarmingly friendly. Your door was always open, your table always full. Many afternoons we spent at your home, where friends flowed easily and always received with grace by your welcoming family. Thank you, ladies. I had the honor of coordinating and presiding over the election that made you chairman of YK92, while I served as the national chief coordinator at a defining moment in our history. Our paths also converged in public service. We were both elected in 1997 and had the privilege of serving together in the 8th Parliament on the Kanu ticket, bound by shared responsibility. Through the years, our bond remained steady and unbroken, and your final days, you lived large in spirit and in heart. Your friendship was a gift, and your memory will always remain deeply cherished. Rest well, my brother.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kim Kung. TG, if you're around, please come forward. You have 2 minutes exactly. And the next speaker is Fred Amayo, followed by Honorable David Murathe. If you could be upstanding so that we can save on time, please. Just come forward. TG, Fred Amayo, and David Murathe, come forward. And then I'll also give an opportunity to somebody from the office to speak on behalf of the office, either Saulo or Phyllis.
Good morning, church. I'm very sad to be here. Kusema kwa heri kwa CJ. You know, when we met with Cyrus in the 90s, that was the time the Kenyan political system was about to change. There were many of us, Cyrus Jirongo, Fred Amayo, I see here, Gideon Moi, and so on, who at that time were buddies. But it was also the time when some of us were changing our minds that we needed a change from the Kanu regime, and there were those who were going to fight to keep the Kanu regime going. So Cyrus Jirongo formed YK92, na wakaenda kusaidia mzee hayati Moi, and some of us joined the opposition. Wakati huo, sasa mimi na CJ tulikuwa tunalimana, kwa sababu mimi nilikuwa naandika gazeti inaitwa Finance with Gachoka Tabaki, and we were opposing the government, and Cyrus was in the #1 spot of supporting the government. So after those first elections passed, and the regime of President Moi came now to a new era, me and Cyrus became even closer because we had done battle, but we kept being friends. So when this dispensation came, myself and Raila Odinga and others started doing politics, Jirongo became very vocal against what was going wrong in the government. And so when I went on to start a television show, which was Point Blank KTN on television, one of my first guests was Cyrus Jirongo. And I remember he came right after Raila Odinga did. And that time, William Ruto had just been elected the president of Kenya. And I wanted to hear from Jirongo, having known our history from the time of Kanu, President Moi, during the opposition years, what he now thinks of the new Kenya. And a lot of people had not heard what Jirongo had to say. It was the first interview that he did at KTN. And Jirongo was very critical of the current government. And he was very critical about particularly the lies and the things that were being done that were not going to help the people of Kenya. So as Jirongo sits here, or lies here today, let us know that he was a voice for the downtrodden, he was a fighter for those who had no privilege, and his last wishes were for this country to be a better country and for this country to rise up to the full potential. May I say, speaking from the mountain, that I never thought Jirongo a Luhya. He was a Kenyan. He treated himself and all of us as one Kenya for everyone. May Jirongo's soul rest in eternal peace. The song is ended, but the melody goes on.
Good morning, church. My name, as you've been told, is Fred Amayo. I am a Luo from South Nyanza, Karachuonyo, Kindu Bay. Yet to Cyrus Jirongo, I was always his younger brother. Cyrus was a true Kenyan. I think the presence of these people today is an indication of what many